Yo, what's up? It's Loomis Brinks coming back with another one from the Southern Flow podcast. You already know how we do. It's time to build up. Let's go.
What's good? It's your boy Trey B, back with another episode of the Southern Flow podcast. What's been on your brain since the last episode? We've been rolling these episodes out for them.
We moving.
For sure.
We moving.
For sure, we back in, bro.
It's like every time we leave an episode, I get to thinking like, how can we build? How can we, well, first of all, I want to be able to grow from every conversation that we have. I want to be able to get better, as a journalist, because, whether you know it or not, we into this journalism, you know what I'm saying? But, also just get better in life, from the information that we giving out to people. And then I want the people to tap in, real quick. Make sure you hit that like button.
Sure.
Make sure you subscribe. Y'all tap in, leave some comments, let us know what you think. You know what I'm saying? Let's grow and go together. You know what I'm saying? The first thing that hit my mind, I know we talked about Deion last week, but I saw a headline it was yesterday. It was yesterday after the game. Mm-hmm. They lost.
They just took an L.
And it was a CNN article, and it just talked about something to the extent where he basically the hero for the African Americans.
Sure.
Like that Messiah complex. He's the savior because he black and
he in the headlines.
He in the headlines and he just
something positive.
Man, he winning.
He leading black men. You know what I'm saying?
And we naturally, I don't think it's a bad thing because when he's like a magnet, so. Yeah. He's attracting you, and he actually has some good information for you. Sure. So I think it's cool that people are drawn to his suave. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cool because he really got a message when you tap into that content. But my thing is, I think that's an issue that we've had as a people
for sure
throughout history. Civil rights movement. And we always, there's just something that. Where I'm at with it now, that's the time that is most relevant to us. Slavery ain't that relevant. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure if we start looking for stuff, maybe it's in our history.
It was some black messiahs back then too.
Yeah, but
you got the Nat Turners of the world, the Marcus Garveys of the world.
Garvey, yeah. So he would really be more in the civil rights time. He would probably be like one of the first front runners for that. Probably one of the first messiahs. But what I'm saying is we don't need a hero. You are your own hero. Yeah. You it's good to have people that can inspire you and, give you
motivation.
Give you some motivation, but the same way he winning, he can lose.
For sure.
But the one thing I think we can take from his story is just to see the way he sets the grounds for his family, for his children, more so. It's not about them playing a game. It's just about, in this sense, teaching them how to be men.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he gives some game to his daughters. I mean, he can't show them how to be women, but I'm sure just on the side of being a father, it's some game that he giving them too. You know what I'm saying? You see them in their content and stuff as well. But it just kind of got to me, and I was just like, dang, why I'm feeling like that? Because it's like, oh, we do, hook on the people who, doing their thing,
I feel like it's media push too, because, of course, like you said, Deion got the suave, he attract the media and the cameras, but also they'll push him out there to see him fail also. They hoping he fail.
Oh yeah.
Or they hoping for a Cinderella story. I mean, it's all media.
They gonna get money on both ends.
Either way, if he win or lose,
they gonna get. But I mean,
because it's gonna be two sides of the fence every time. You're gonna have the black community want to see him win, and you're gonna have the haters and whoever on that side that want to see him lose. You know, it's like you said, it's both gonna pull in money either way. So the media just going, hey, we got us one.
Just building on the idea of the Messiah complex, Just just a short pivot into the church. We had service today. Service was good. It's a new pastor. He gave a great word. And so many times I've seen where, it's easy to get caught up in the rhetoric, you know, regardless of how good he's saying it and, you know, the delivery, because nowadays, you know, you can go get the word on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it just boils down to the application of the said things that made you feel a way.
Yeah.
Or the actions that somebody's doing that's making you feel a way. You know, so when I look at Deion, I'm just looking at the poise, the way he giving the game to his sons.
Yeah.
And then you actually see how they take, you know, you can see that he giving them game, you know, and, you know, I know sometimes it's easy, you making a lot of assumptions on the outside looking in, but, you know, just the way that his son handled that post-game interview after that, it was just real player. He was his head went down because it's a game. We still got real life to tend to, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, whether it be the church or whether it be a mentor or it be a celebrity or whomever, at the end of the day, it's going to be an internal adjustment before it's an external adjustment, if that makes sense. You know, and in short, I'm just saying it starts with you.
For sure.
That's all I'm saying.
Basically, like we said in the last episode, you got to, you know, self-love, love yourself, ties into that, and, you know, getting yourself together and getting, you know, like you say, taking what you hear from anywhere. You know, you can get game and get, you know, inspiration, motivation from anywhere, but what you going to do when you get it, how you receive it, how you going to, you know, apply it to your daily life. And I feel like, that's what you're saying. And that's some real shit.
Yeah, so love yourself. You know, love yourself enough to appreciate the new day that is given to you. You know, because if you hear, that was something that was in the word. If you hear, that means you're alive. You gave you a whole nother day to build up, to get better, to learn something new, to do something new, make the necessary adjustments to attain whatever it is you want from life. Because it's not that you can't have whatever you want. It's just that you got to go work for it.
Sure.
It ain't going to fall out the sky. What you got on the bill? Like, what you...
I know we got these, you know, we talk about hip-hop every episode.
Yeah.
So I see you showed me before, you know, we went on, you know, on live, you know, that we got, you know, Joe Biden made some comments.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You just showed me the video. So how you feel about that, and do you feel like, you know, I had a thought, it may be crazy. First we're gonna get into what Joe Biden said. I wanna let you get in what
if we can put that video up there in the corner or something like that,
have ignited a political and racial firestorm.
So if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Basically what we just watched, I'm not even sure. Let me just look at it real fast. I ain't trying to hold y'all. Basically, Joe Biden, I'm not sure, it was some type of hip hop celebration. LL Cool J was there.
Yeah.
Blase. Joe Biden calls him a boy. We're not really attempting to escalate it, but it's just sometimes these people get away. Yeah, you know, they do little subtle things.
Yeah, and they may not even be, you know, knowing what they saying at the time because they show you it's their vocabulary just ain't around them.
Yeah.
They may, you know, usually, you know, it's like cussing in front of your parents.
Right.
Like you normally cuss, but just around them you don't. But it'll slip out sometimes. You like, oh, they heard that.
He could have easily said this man, because he was going into the fact that LL Cool J had muscles.
Yeah, muscles.
So he was like, this boy muscles bigger than my leg.
Yeah.
You know, he trying to make the people laugh. You know what I'm saying? But the people caught on to the boy, and the media could be playing on people. You know what I'm saying? It could be you know, playing on your emotions, you know what I'm saying? But it's just something that's in the headlines. But then when you talk about Joe Biden, it's the same man that told Charlemagne and them, you know, if you don't vote Democratic, you ain't black.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, first of all, and there's a whole nother conversation, but I'm not black. You know what I'm talking about? But these are just the games that they play. And it almost kind of goes into that Messiah topic because, you know, we talking red or blue.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody trying to do you. Ain't nobody trying to do themselves. Ain't nobody trying to build up for themselves. We looking at Joe Biden to be the change. And you know, Donald Trump is so much of the rural area black community topic. And when I say rural areas, just like them country towns, because the black people in them country towns, 96%, 96% of these people do not like Donald Trump. They think he's racist. Whatever their pitch is about Donald Trump. At the end of the day, it's not defending Donald Trump, but it's just like you're still choosing you're choosing the lesser of the two evil. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's still evil. Why not put your own name down and vote for you?
For sure.
Let's stop voting for the red or the blue and vote for you. Vote for yourself. Be the change that you want to see first, and then start holding people accountable. But don't put another person in front of you thinking that they gonna be the one that do for you what you need to be done. Yeah. It don't work like that.
How you feel about, he called him a boy, and, obviously, they honoring LL in some kind of way, with the hip hop, and it's the 50th anniversary. Yeah. Okay, I was thinking, I was just, I'm in the middle of riding, both of my music, this weekend, I'm just thinking, because we've been on the road with this podcast, we've been celebrating and whatever with the hip hop. I was just thinking, like, back to the early stages of hip hop, you had the message, Mm-hmm. That was like the first major, hip hop song. I'm thinking, like, it started, hip hop really started, like, blew up from, like, impoverished situations. So It's like, you thinking, like, in some crazy way, you thinking they feel like they had a hand in birthing hip hop for you see what I'm saying? Yeah. From them putting us,
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody felt that way though.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking because before hip hop, what was the major, black? It was
like a blues jazz type thing. You had really rock and roll.
The 70s, you had that 70s. What was that 70s music? It was like it wasn't a slow jams, but it was like a. Yeah, it was like you had the Isley Brothers,
Al Green, you had Marvin Gaye.
What genre that is? That's like, what would you call that? Soul. That's soul.
Yeah, soul music.
Yeah, soul. So I would say soul music was pretty much the hip hop back then.
Yeah. So, but to me, I think it's all the same in a way because it's using words, and the words are just the words become of instrument in a sense, and it's put over a track. Whether you singing it, whether you rapping it. Rapping is just like singing.
Cause you had the soul back then. You had the. I try to be a music historian,
right?
But I know a little something. So,
right.
Even in the soul, you had it turning towards. It wasn't hip hop, but it was. Talking about I'm your pusher man, the song. Mm-hmm. Who was that? Curtis Mayfield.
Curtis Mayfield.
I think that's I'm your pusher. Yeah. So he was talking about so
he
was in that. Man. Yeah, he was in that lane, with the kind of popish, and then you had the what's the song? Be thankful for what you got. The man talking about his Cadillac. He said he got a diamond in the back. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? It was lean. You could
even say, what's my boy Rick James?
Yeah,
in the ghetto.
Yeah. So
going crazy.
Yeah. So it was towing that you could see. Like that's crazy.
It's the same thing.
You can see the birth. You can see what was about to be birth. You know what I'm saying? Because soul was just about women and making love or talking about your breakup, and then you had artists coming stepping on that line. You know what I'm saying?
What's the other guy that's an icon that played the guitar? Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
bro. Like that's what I'm saying. We created the idea of music. That's why I said sports and music. I think they're synonymous in the sense of a display of talent. Mm-hmm. But again, the idea of I think life is a sport.
Yeah.
So if I had to take anything from sport, it just shows me that life is a sport. I want to be an athlete of life. Sure. I want to be fit for life. But basketball, football, them games, they playing games, and people be taking them serious.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. These people out here playing games, and then they become celebrities, and then the media put them in a position to be considered important.
Yeah.
And they might be dumb as you know what I'm saying? Whatever is dumb, because sometimes animals smarter than people. These people aren't. How am I trying to put this? The sports is really nothing.
Yeah.
the music is really something.
Yeah.
I think they took a recipe from the music and learned how to move people with the entertainment of sports.
Yeah.
Music is entertainment, but music can really be a guider in life. You can get some game from music.
Yeah.
People learn how to love or talk to it. I ain't gonna necessarily learn how to love,
but
you get an idea of love.
What love is,
But you also get some game. You can learn how to talk to a lady. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because now the music is making bitches and hoes. And,
yeah, for sure.
Making snitches and I ain't gonna say niggas because I think niggas is never ignorant, getting goals accomplished.
Yeah.
But the whole premise is, they may feel as though they had a thing to do with it. And I was watching a little bit of Drink Champs. They had Special Ed on there. Yeah. What was Special Ed song? I can't even think of it. I was gonna say it ain't no joke, but that's
where I came. Is it I Got It Made? Was that dun 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 dun? I got it.
Yeah.
I know a little bit, man.
But he would be somebody I would consider. He like a KRS-One. He's a hip hop historian.
Yeah. And
so his claim was hip hop changed for the worse with NWA.
Yeah.
And because they were saying Ice-T was a catalyst of the gangster rap too.
Yeah.
But NWA more because once they got the letter from the government, they just went crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this how y'all feel?
Yeah.
We finna go crazy on y'all. And so that was the change in hip hop. And I think from there, that's when the system was like, oh, they got that much power?
Yeah.
Let's play on them. Let's play on them.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that many record labels and all that back then that I know of. But then again, I don't know because music been around for a long time. And it's been record labels around for a long time.
But they weren't looking to sign hip-hop artists at the time.
Right.
It was hard for NWA to get a deal, before, they actually, linked their deal. It was mainly the record labels was in New York. They weren't on the West Coast and in the South like that.
So okay,
for sure.
So, but what I'm saying is like they technically do have a hand in hip hop.
Yeah.
On the sense of tearing down,
and bringing that energy out of us.
Yeah, because they saw, they like, okay, well, since they gonna do this, we're gonna use it against them.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're gonna let more people come in, and we're gonna let them say even more disturbing things. And now you got we transitioning from gangster rap because the gangster rap then totally took the young men.
For sure.
Now we're going into the whole rap. That's finna take the young women.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they already, the Cardi B's and the Sexy Reds and the everybody in that.
The Nickies,
you know what I'm saying?
Ice Spice.
Bro, that's one thing I give Nicki because when she first came into the game, she really wasn't.
She was trying to prove something. She was rapping.
She wasn't she gave me an MC Light vibe.
Yeah.
She was a little bit more explicit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she still gave me. Bro, I remember I loved that whole album with Moments of Life.
Yeah.
I love that album.
That was the Pink Friday album.
Was it Pink Friday?
Big album.
I think Pink Friday was the first album.
Excuse us if we
yeah. But it transitioned as she saw the competition. Like, they talking vulgar.
Yeah.
Nicki was doing a little vulgar talk. You know what I'm saying? And I think MC Lightning was in a way too. You know what I'm saying? You can go back and hear MC Light on that. What remix is that? I can't even think. It was with Escape.
As long as they know who was featuring.
Yeah. But she was talking a little greasy on there, about him. But that's a part of the
being a grown woman. You can put a little bit of that in there.
But now it's just on. I don't even want to attempt to quote back what's being said now.
Like you said,
it's the whole music.
Whole rap.
Yeah. It ain't gangster rap no more.
I gotta use
it's just whole rap.
Whole rap.
You know what I'm saying? So it's on a whole different level.
And
so I think this helps us. This kind of transitions into Jeezy
Yeah.
And
his wife. Asian,
or Gina May. Yeah.
Whatever her name. Yeah.
It's not common where you see a man
file
for divorce.
Hey, we got to be fair.
So it gotta be something, to make Jesus be like,
Yeah.
And
I just feel like for one, man, it's tough with the cultural difference, So
yeah.
She Asian, he from the South, he African American from the South. We got our own ways of doing things. We got our own traditions. Then Asia, they real strong and strength on their culture and their tradition. So,
but so now this goes into this really just ties in two topics because it's like, so what do you think about marriage in 2023?
In 2023. I feel like, to be honest, I feel like, we got to, get back to that unconditional love, form of marriage and that, real, and I hate to use the term ride or die, because women hate that term now too. I just feel like though, yeah. What you mean? You want to do me any kind of way? But nah. I just feel like we got to get back to that, that real love and that real, genuinely, I don't want to hurt you, you don't want to hurt me, so we gonna, we're gonna build this thing together, and we're gonna, if you got kids, we're gonna stick together, raise these kids, grow, with each other, and build something and leave something for these kids to be proud of when they get, older, 18, 19, 20, they can get, when they get older and get an understanding, they can say, oh, man, I'm so, grateful for my parents, my mom and dad, they wasn't, the world's, best couple, or, they wasn't the world's, model goal, but, they stuck it through and they, they made it happen for us. So I feel like it's just you just got to lock in, man. If you really love somebody, you got to lock in, man. You got to lock in. And not saying that because nobody's perfect, but, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to, hurt, your spouse, or your spouse going to hurt you, but if y'all both locked in, man, and y'all both love each other, and y'all both in it for the long haul, man, just, get it together, bro. Just lock in. That's how I feel. And then, that's when it's marriage for real, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not even gonna go into like the spiritual sense, right? Because that's just a whole conversation in itself, like to really connect with something just on a spiritual level, which that should be something that we seeking. Cause, bruh, I'm with Tina Turner.
Yeah.
What's love got to do with it?
Yeah.
Cause love ain't enough, bro. It got to be a goal. It need to be some goals. It need to be an action plan.
Yeah.
It need to be some understanding. It need to be some research. It need to be.
It really needs.
And I was gonna say it ain't that deep, but it is.
It is that deep, but because that's like the first thing.
It's complex
for sure. Once you get the love, I feel like once you understand you really love this person, you can't live without this person.
I think love comes by proximity. Like it's like you can.
Yeah.
You can love a hoe if you're dealing with her long enough.
Yeah, for sure.
Just by proximity. You dealt with her so long. And I hate to say, about loving a hoe.
Yeah.
You can love a family member by proximity just because you've been around them so long.
Yeah.
But does that mean that family member is good for you?
Yeah, for sure.
Blood don't make us vote.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the people who really for you, they gonna be for you, and it's gonna be for the long haul. It's gonna be for the build up. I think I'm not even to say that we gonna hurt each other.
Yeah.
But we do make mistakes as humans, and so my mistakes may cause some confusion.
Yeah.
And that confusion could possibly cause you some heartache.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. Because I'm firm in feeling like another person shouldn't be able to alter you. Yeah. You should be firm in who you are, know who you are, what you want, how you want it, when you want it. Yeah, that self-love come in. Yeah. But just as far as like the marriage piece, man, I think it would be an excuse to just say, if you of this culture, or if you of this ethnicity,
a
background. I think it just boils down to knowing who you dealing with, and a lot of times we just jump in for the sake of love. We ain't did no research. We ain't had no game plan. We just get married. We want $100,000 wedding, but we're $100,000 in debt.
Do you feel like the love should come first though? Like that's what I'm saying. Once the love clicking, you realize, okay, I love this person. I can't live without this person. This my pride and joy. This my everything. Then once you establish like, hey, this is it. Mm-hmm. Once you establish that's your one. Yeah. Then I'm saying go do the research before you sign that paper. Do your background. I need to meet your mama. I need to meet your grandma. I need to see how you were brought up. What's your goals? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What's your family background? Your history with your past relationships. What brought you to me? Like I'm saying, once you find out, once that love click in your head, like, yeah, this the one for me. Yeah. Then you take them steps, because like you say, once you jump out there in love and just go ahead and dive head first in love, you might drown. You done fucked up.
You might drown, and not in a good way. Yeah. Because I want to hold you down so good that you drown, but you drown in some good love. Yeah. You drown in some good comfort. You drown in some assurance, or surety, if that's the word to say. Yeah. But I think love doesn't make it tolerable. Love helps to make you tolerable to certain situations that may occur. For sure. So just like in life, you don't want to, just because I had a bad game, I don't want to give up.
I ain't gonna turn my cleats in just because I
had a bad game. You know what I'm saying? So I think love kind of helps. I love the game, sure. And I know I just had a bad game, but I'm gonna have a great season. Yeah. So I think love does help that piece. Of course, I don't want to just, there is historic data that shows that once upon a time marriage was a business situation before even love. For sure. It was just politics. Yeah. My family powerful, your family powerful. Y'all can work. Y'all finna have some powerful kids because I can see the genetics. Yeah. That's how it was. Maybe y'all can learn to love each other, but if you don't, that's fine. Yeah. Tolerate each other for the sake of the power. Yeah. Let's get some power. Sure. Let's have some reign over the land. Yeah. So some dominion over the land. So yeah, love, man. Love is cool. Yeah. But I think you love even more first when you love yourself. Yeah, for sure. When you love yourself. That's number one. That's number one. And then you love even more from the success that you have from the goals that you set. Yeah. Realistic goals. Because I think, again, we get caught up in like that soap opera lifestyle. We get caught up in that reality TV lifestyle. And all of those things are scripted out. Yeah. And a lot of times I was just curious to see how people felt about the Country Wayne skits. He got 1,000 skits out there. Yeah. And people are taking to it for real. People arguing on there, playing games in the comments. And it's like, man, people. So imagine how people feeling about reality TV. Yeah. And they thinking that it's a real thing. And it's like, no, like it's real life. So now a situation may occur that was similar in the script.
With a little Scrappy and his baby mama.
Yeah. But now I'm finna bring it to my real life. Yeah. And it's really I think it's gonna really throw us off because the end result in that show was scripted. Yeah. We're gonna make it end like this. Because it really don't end like this, but because we acting, we can exaggerate it out more. But then people bring it into real life and do something that's not of nature. Yeah. And it just throw everything off. Like this nigga, it was just weird. Sure. The reaction or the action or whatever take you took from these scripts. And so I just, it it's just games to me, man. It's again, it's just like you really have to do the research for what works for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And don't pass judgment of what works for somebody else, and don't, if that works for you, don't, second guess yourself on what works for you also.
Right.
If you want a nigga that make goddamn $100K and that's what you set on, hey, stay set on it till you find it.
But if you think you're lonely.
Yeah, for sure. And if you cool, you want a woman that, got a, nice physique and, hair and makeup always done, stay set on that till you find it. I mean, don't let nobody second guess your preference.
Don't let nobody sway you out.
Yeah.
But
also don't judge other people on what they allow and what they accept either.
Yeah.
You just got to play it like that, I feel like.
And then go back being secure in yourself.
Yeah.
Because, like, you first of all, tend to the business that pays you.
For sure.
And so it's like, you don't have to always share your personal life to people. So people are going to be curious sometimes. And, if you're comfortable with sharing the information, by all means, cool. But sometimes your friends can sway you out, parents, family members. But you got to make the decision that's best for you.
For sure.
And that's fulfilling to you. Now, don't take that and run with it in a sense, because sometimes if it's destroying you, then
you got to
you know what I'm saying. This relationship got you smoking crack and snorting fentanyl. That might not be. That might not be the relationship. It might be fun to you at the moment, but you're gonna be dead in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for sure.
So, but sometimes it's traumatic relationships like that though.
They got to bring you out of.
I don't know what that was I was listening to, and it was just talking about, people take on to people are willing to it go back to self-love. Yeah. So based off the way that I love myself, or depending on how I let other people treat me.
Yeah, for sure.
So sometimes people are questioning people who
That's
are getting sometimes people are questioning why she let him beat on her like that.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't know what her history was. Yeah, we don't know what the history is in her life. Like, what did she deal with in her with her parents?
Her childhood.
Yeah, what was her childhood like? How does you know what I'm saying? So, how does she feel about herself?
For sure. Because
some people will be like, "Well, I deserve it."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we look at her like, "Is you crazy?
Yeah.
You deserve it." But she for real.
Yeah.
And it's just sometimes you can't end up but sending some prayers.
Yeah.
Cause you will jump in thinking you saving her, then 2 weeks later she back in there.
She back with her.
Yeah, so
it's just like you say, bro. It's all about that self love and just finding out what's best for you. And once you do them two things and really find out what's best for you, you should find your partner, bro. And once you do, like I said, he said, Jay, Lumen said, find, what's best for you. I'm going to say, lock in when you do it. So it just work hand in hand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it take effort. So even when you find that person, it ain't going to be
instant,
I mean, it could be an instant connection. I'm not wanting to knock, because some people say they love at first sight. And there's something that comes from music too.
Yeah,
gotta watch that, because music can put that on you. But all I'm saying is, it's the work that you put in that really makes it,
for sure.
What it makes it what it is. When you see those couples out there that's flourishing in real life, and the ones that's flourishing in real life don't have to put it on social media. It's like a rarity to even see them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they move and they really making life happen. They really making things happen for themselves. So it's like, I ain't even got time to be, when you see us doing our thing, we really doing our thing. We ain't got time to stop and look at you. We really handling business in life. So, when you want that platinum status relationship, that's something you gotta build it.
For sure. You
gotta build it. I'm talking about, you strip away the money, you strip away the gender roles.
Yeah.
And we talking about just the rawness of connecting with another person, with your spouse. Only you can prevent forest fires.
That's it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
What you got for the people, you know, wrapping it up? You know,
man,
from
when I think about the wrap up, you know, the only Messiah is the Creator.
For sure.
You know, that's the only one I could find myself giving humility to.
Yeah.
The popular word of the culture right now is humble yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But ain't nobody coming to save you.
Nobody.
Ain't nobody coming to save you.
Nobody coming, bro.
And you know, if you find a person in life that you can build with, and y'all really building, and it's something that's constructive, because you got things that are destructive, and you got the constructive. So if it's something that's constructive and is growing you, is sowing those great bountiful seeds of life. It's inspiring, encouraging, and all those great things, all those great terms. Hey, build on that. Don't let nobody play on you.
For sure.
You know, be sure of yourself, love yourself, know yourself. You know, that's just that Southern flow. That's the spiel I got.
For sure.
What you got for him, Trey B?
You know, I got for him just, you know, continue, you know, tuning in, you know, like, subscribe, share, you know, the episodes.
Definitely do that.
We back putting in that work. So what I got for him, you know, I just appreciate everybody for tuning in, bro. And, you know, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we can't leave the ladies out. We can't leave the ladies out because they tuning in too. So
yeah.
I just appreciate all y'all, and, you know, just keep, you know, building up and, you know, do it the Southern flow.
We appreciate the 30 subscribers that we have right now.
Sure.
Hey,
right
we
now,
building from the ground up, non-stop. It's unlimited. It's infinite to the bill. We're going to keep pushing the content. We're going to keep getting better. We're going to touch the world with this one, with the Southern flow. We appreciate y'all. Peace.